people are still fighting over Sunday night's Game of Thrones season premiere. And even with all the carnage, the murder, the blood.
Did you write this, Whoopi?
I did not write this. Okay. Tommy wrote this for me.
A little dramatic.
This is the moment that some people are losing their minds on. Take a look.
For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are.
It's a pretty song. I've never heard it before.
It's a new one. Are you hungry? We've got some rabbit.
I don't want to steal your food.
You're not stealing, we're offering.
See, you had to tell people who it is. Okay, so did you all recognize that this kid is called Ed Sheeran? Did it bother you that he was there?
Wait, no, but do you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes.
I don't
they
believe.
do.
No,
You were very troubled by this.
I'm very troubled because okay, first of all, I felt like it was a stunt. Like
It was a stunt.
Why?
Don't.
In what way?
Well, because he's a fan. Ed Sheeran's a big fan of the show.
Right.
So he said, you know, I put him in. And also he said, I needed someone who could sing. Have you met an actor who can't? Like, they all sing. Like, it's a little folk song in the woods. Like,
right.
You know, but at that moment, you're talking about a series that depends on you to suspend your disbelief.
Right.
I've never been into sci-fi. I don't watch any of that stuff. In fact, until I learned of Andy Serkis, I never watched Lord of the Rings. Don't do any of it. I got into this series where you have to believe there are dragons. You have to believe. You're sitting there, and sweet little Ed Sheeran turns around, he's like, ching. And I'm like...
I'm sorry, to most of us, I hate to break your heart, but to most of us, like myself, it was another white guy in the forest. You know, and let me put it to you also this way. This is one of those things that drives me really berserk, and I'm going to tell you why.
You tell me why.
I loved a show called Deadwood. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Begged, and they wrote me in. They wrote a whole thing for me, and HBO said no. You're too well known. You're going to take people out of the. You're going to take people out of the thing. I was like, wait. When you see Marlon Brando, you say, hey, it's Marlon Brando, and then you're in the movie.
Yeah.
You see people, you see Queen Latifah, you think, oh, I love that song, and now you're in her movie. She was a singer. You know, Sting sang. All these folks do different things. Maybe you're not known for being an actor, but maybe this is part of the dream that you have. And so, folks have to get over the fact that occasionally I'm going to show up. And if you think that was bad, because I'm telling you, if that bothered you, that cameo bothered you,
It did.
My cameo's gonna bother you more.
No.
Yeah, it is. Look.
Whoopi, you step out of the Iron Throne right now. But the folks she's talking about, that's me. I would hardly argue that Ed Sheeran ranks up there with our legot. She's a legot, not just an EGOT. Whoopi Goldberg. When you're the best actor for the part, you go in believing the character because they're amazing.
Are you saying he's not a good actor?
But I'm not saying that.
Job.
Was it this that got you?
I will say.
Well, you could say it was badly shot.
It was badly shot. It looked like the lighting changed for him in the middle of the forest.
I'm only in the first season of Game of Thrones, I'm going to admit. So, but I watched that clip.
Not in it. Are you in it?
I'm only in the first season
bueno
watching
for you.
But I was kind of like, oh, they sang that song really well. That was a good shot.
Yeah, but
and that was it.
People could sing that folk song. He didn't write that song.
The director
basically said, listen, he loved the show, he wanted to be in it, I wanted to give him a minute. And you know, that happens a lot on you.
False equivalent, Whoopi, false equivalent. Go to commercial.
It is always, you know, just because you can't make your point, you can't run. You can't run. This is what the business is.
I won, Whoopi.
You'll get used to this.
This is a first.
We'll be right back.